Let's start by reflecting on the phrase, love yourself first, and the world will love you back. This simple but profound idea can truly transform how we experience life. Loving yourself first means learning to value who you are, to accept yourself fully. It's about realizing that you deserve respect, care, and kindness from yourself and others. When we embrace this, everything changes. Life feels richer, and we become more open to the good things that come our way. Let me share a quick story. Imagine a woman named Sarah. She used to be constantly focused on making others happy, always saying yes to things that stretched her thin. She thought that by giving more to others, she'd find happiness in their approval. But the opposite happened. Sarah felt drained, unappreciated, and lost. One day, a friend gently suggested she start putting herself first, setting boundaries, focusing on her own needs. At first, it felt selfish, even uncomfortable. But slowly, Sarah noticed she had more energy, her relationships improved, and she felt happier because she had respect for herself. By loving herself, she not only attracted more positivity, but also created a more meaningful life. So, remember, self-love isn't selfish. It's the key to creating a life where the world reflects the love you have for yourself. Self-love is about respecting, valuing, and prioritizing ourselves not in a selfish or arrogant way, but in a way that honors our well-being. Many people confuse self-love with self-centeredness, thinking it means putting ourselves above others. But true self-love is much deeper. It's about knowing our worth and treating ourselves with the same kindness and care that we naturally extend to others. Imagine self-love as the foundation of a strong building. When we respect and value ourselves, we're setting the groundwork for everything else in our lives, our relationships, our work, and our happiness. And that foundation requires self-compassion, which is all about being gentle with ourselves, especially when we make mistakes. We can be so hard on ourselves, criticizing every misstep or imperfection. But if we can shift from judgment to understanding, we open the door to a healthier, kinder relationship with ourselves. Without self-compassion, it's hard to truly show compassion to others. If we're always beating ourselves up, we're often quicker to judge others too. But when we practice self-kindness and forgiveness, we become more open-hearted. This doesn't mean ignoring our flaws or avoiding responsibility. It means seeing ourselves as human, worthy of grace. So remember, self-love is the foundation for a balanced and fulfilling life. By respecting, valuing, and being compassionate toward ourselves, we strengthen our ability to bring out the best in both ourselves and those around us. Today, let's talk about the energy we put out into the world and how it shapes the people and experiences we attract. When we love ourselves, we naturally radiate an energy that's grounded in confidence and self-respect. And here's the beautiful part: people respond to that energy. They're drawn to it because confidence and respect are qualities that not only make us feel good, but also invite others to treat us with the same positivity. Loving yourself also means setting boundaries, knowing your limits, and making it clear how you deserve to be treated. Boundaries are an essential part of self-love. When we set them, we're telling the world, I know my worth, and I won't compromise on it. And when others see that we respect ourselves enough to have boundaries, they begin to respect those boundaries too. This paves the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships, ones that are based on mutual respect and understanding. And here's the ripple effect. When you embrace self-love, it shines through in your actions, your words, and even your expressions. People notice it, and it's inspiring. Self-love is contagious. When others see you respecting and valuing yourself, it encourages them to do the same not only toward you, but also in their own lives. So remember, the way you treat yourself influences everything and everyone around you. By loving yourself, you set a powerful example and attract people who reflect that love right back to you. It's a cycle of positivity, confidence, and respect that starts with you and grows outward. First, let's talk about negative self-talk. We've all had those moments where we criticize ourselves, replaying our mistakes or doubts in our minds. But this internal negativity is more harmful than we often realize. It chips away at our self-esteem, making us feel less capable and less worthy. When we keep telling ourselves we're not good enough, eventually we start believing it. But we have the power to challenge these thoughts. Every time a negative thought arises, try to question it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Often, these thoughts are just echoes of fear or past insecurities. Replacing them with positive affirmations, like I am capable or I am worthy of respect, can be transformative. By changing the narrative, we start to see ourselves in a kinder, more realistic light. Another common obstacle to self-love is the habit of comparing ourselves to others. In today's world, we're constantly exposed to the highlights of other people's lives on social media, in conversations, or even in passing glances. But comparing ourselves only leads to dissatisfaction and a diminished sense of self-worth. The truth is, everyone's journey is unique, and what you see on the outside rarely reflects the full story. Instead of measuring yourself against others, try focusing on your own growth and progress. Celebrate the steps you're taking, however small, and trust that your path is your own for a reason. Lastly, unresolved past experiences can often hold us back from truly loving ourselves. Painful experiences or mistakes from the past can leave us feeling unworthy or even ashamed. But holding on to these hurts is like carrying extra weight we don't need. Moving past them doesn't mean forgetting. It means accepting that they're part of our story, but they don't define who we are today. One way to start releasing the past is through forgiveness, whether it's forgiving others or forgiving yourself. It's a powerful step toward letting go of what no longer serves you and opening the door to self-love. So remember, self-love is an ongoing process, and it's about being kind to yourself along the way. By challenging negative thoughts, focusing on your unique journey, and letting go of past hurts, you make space for a more compassionate, fulfilling relationship with yourself. One of the simplest yet most impactful tools is daily affirmations. Every day, spend a few moments repeating positive statements about yourself. It might feel strange at first, but affirmations have a profound effect on our mindset. Say things like, I am enough, or I am deserving of love and respect. These words help counteract self-doubt and remind us of our inherent worth. Over time, affirmations can shift how we see ourselves, helping us replace self-criticism with self-belief. Another great practice is journaling. Self-reflection through writing allows us to track our thoughts and emotions, identify areas of growth, and celebrate our personal wins. When you journal, you gain insight into your journey, what's working, what you're proud of, and even what you're ready to let go of. Journaling also gives us a record of our progress, so we can look back and see how far we've come. Now, let's talk about self-care routines. Self-care is about more than pampering. It's a commitment to your well-being. This can mean making time for exercise, eating nourishing foods, enjoying hobbies, or simply setting aside moments to relax and recharge. By prioritizing self-care, we show ourselves that we're worth the effort. Taking care of our body and mind is essential for building self-love because it reinforces that we deserve to feel good and be healthy. Forgiveness is another key part of self-love. We all make mistakes, and holding on to guilt only weighs us down. Practicing forgiveness, especially toward ourselves, frees us from that weight. It's about accepting that we're human and giving ourselves permission to learn from the past without carrying its burden. When we let go of guilt, we open up space for growth, peace, and positivity. Finally, celebrate your small wins. Recognizing even the smallest achievements, whether it's completing a task or simply making it through a challenging day, builds confidence and self-worth. By celebrating these moments, you're sending yourself a message that your efforts matter, no matter how big or small. These practices, affirmations, journaling, self-care, forgiveness, and celebrating wins are all ways to nurture a positive relationship with yourself. They help you build confidence, compassion, and resilience, making self-love not just an idea but a reality in your daily life. When we truly love ourselves, our relationships become healthier and more balanced. Imagine a friend who's always giving but rarely taking time for herself. Over time, she might feel drained or even resentful. But when we approach relationships from a place of self-love, we're able to give genuinely because we're not overextending ourselves. We set boundaries and communicate openly, creating connections built on respect and mutual understanding. Loving yourself gives you the confidence to be authentic, which attracts people who appreciate and respect you for who you truly are. Self-love also opens the door to opportunities and success. When you believe you're worthy of happiness and success, you're more willing to take chances and pursue your dreams. People who lack self-love might hesitate, doubting their capabilities or feeling they don't deserve the rewards they seek. But when you love yourself, you naturally feel more deserving. You're more likely to step forward, apply for that job, start that project, or explore new ideas simply because you know your worth. Finally, self-love creates a positive feedback loop with the world around you. When you respect yourself, it's as if you're sending a signal out to the universe, one that says, "I am worthy of kindness, respect, and good things." The world picks up on that energy. People around you respond to your confidence and self-respect, and they're more likely to treat you with the same respect and kindness you show yourself. This, in turn, reinforces your self-love, creating a continuous loop of positivity. So, when you love yourself, you don't just uplift your own life. You create better relationships, open yourself to more opportunities, and inspire the world around you to respond with the same respect and positivity you've cultivated within. It all starts with the love you give to yourself. Today, I want to encourage you to take a leap, one that may feel a bit challenging or even unnatural at first. I'm talking about prioritizing self-love. If you're not used to putting yourself first, this can feel strange, like you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. But trust me, it's worth it. Taking time to nurture yourself, to respect your needs and honor your worth, is a gift that only you can give yourself. Start with just one small step, a small way to show yourself kindness each day. Little by little, it will start to feel more natural. Remember, self-love isn't selfish, it's the foundation for all love. When we truly care for ourselves, we actually expand our capacity to care for others. Loving yourself first means you're filling up your own cup so you have something to give. And when you're comfortable loving yourself, you're also more open to receiving love. It's like a cycle. By loving ourselves, we naturally give and receive love more freely. So, here's a small challenge for you. Try one self-love practice every day for the next week. It could be as simple as saying a positive affirmation, writing in a journal, setting a boundary, or celebrating a small victory. Do this for a week and notice how it starts to shift your mindset, your energy, and your outlook. Remember, self-love is a journey, and every small step you take matters. Give yourself permission to prioritize it. You deserve it. Thank you for joining me in this talk about self-love and the incredible impact it can have on your life. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. See you next time.